Welcome back, Paul. Gonna be no spooky. Okay, so hey Jeff, I hear you've been working lots of nights lately. Okay, we got this one already. That's fine. Work chat's fine. I believe we're trying to find the Maiden of the Night. Is where we left off. And review the film. Amy. Almost has some answers. How do you find them? Look for something. Copy. Oh, I thought I did this stuff already. Whoops. Okay. Back to Atlas. Crazy Paul picture. What are going on here? New. Right. Okay, so we got the garden stuff, I believe. Like 1, 2, 3. Oh, we didn't do this yet. Okay, didn't save after this point. Not too bad. You get dog accident. We'll redo you quickly. Done. Oh, a slice of Stonecreek nature paradise right at the heart of town. To be collected. Pickup spot. Pick a point. Now, more than fixed. Gotta get my fix. Cool, cool. New feed, and now we can do the old. I think it was here. Oops, here to here to here, I believe. What were we doing? I can't remember the order we had. Nope. Okay. So it's coffee. Dude, can't remember what it was. Coffee. Oops. So it's coffee to bus stop to Greenfield. No, I think it's the other way. Uh, pretty sure it was Greenfields to coffee to stop, maybe? No. Not that. Yeah, there we go. Things also wrong. Dang it. I know I got this last time. That's the only reason I don't want to go to video or anything. Hmm. I remember. I know we already did this part of this, so I'm just like. Uh, do this really quick. Yeah. Racing mode. Grind. Park. Stop. Head it backwards. Mail, new website, new map. Actually, can I unlock anything else while we're here? Started. Just curious. Is there anything else here? Maybe? Nope, okay. Let's ignore Starry for now. The other one we have on the map. Yeah. Down the field. The last phase of Jose Barton was seen. Find Jose Barton, find Stonecreek. Yeah. Alright. You said my prayers, pray to the others, it's still early, there might be hope. Well, I can't believe the last thing she'll see is the ugly stare at this wall. She's just a kid, they need to put everything inside and bring her home. Find Stonecreek, complete L to the mayor, and stroke if I cancel your lockdown didn't stop Jose from going missing. Broad daylight, still no leads. When did SCSD become such a joke? That poster coyote's a witness. Polygraph him. Beauty. Jordan. Ew. Clever bus system. Thank you, Mayor, but the downfall is the operating hours. Everything stops at 10 p.m. It gets creepy at night. Sometimes I wish I forget there are missing people out there. I wish I could extend their hours. Bus system is reliable as the sun. Interesting. Nate bus. Julia? Okay. After 10 p.m., there's no transit in this town. That's a bad sign. Ooh. Ludicrous fate. By the Nocturne Capture. I work at the Stonecreek Library right now. The most of my job consists of scanning old documents like magazines, advertisements, newspapers, or digitization for our online archive. Came across this article today, and I'm pretty sure this is about Griff Wilson. Human remains found in the woods. Tobias 23 planned to propose to his longtime sweetheart Lilith, 22, during a romantic stroll through the woods. However, instead of an everlasting union, the young couple came away with another memory that's sure to stay with them so as long as they live. A pair of severed hands strung together and tied around a great oak tree. According to law enforcement, the dismemberment would have occurred a few days prior to the couple's discovery. A simple gold band was found on the ring finger on the corpse's right hand. The initials GW plus MW are engraved inside. After sweeping of the area, no other remains were found. Should the public recognize the description of the jewelry above, they are asked to connect to Stonecreek Sheriff's Department. The ring, GW plus MW, Griff Wilson, Mary Wilson. That has to be it. They never found Griff's body, so we don't know what sure happened to him. Only that he disappeared. That makes me think he was murdered. For what? I can't say. He was a thief, so I'm sure he has hands full of enemies. Pun intended. Shooting stuff. Haven't made an example. If I recall correctly, the article details an old punishment for thieves. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. If there's people you're talking about, why are you really treating this as some crappy murder mystery? Go outside, touch some grass. You guys are so smart. What about the antler beast? Griff saw it. Ooh, antler beast. Oh, nothing else we can scan in here though. How did we get access to this? That's what I'm wondering. You here? No. Okay, ball. Additional Jeff
Strange
logs.
symbols. Better option. Jeff is missing. Someone I can trust.
Yep. Okay.
Some initial thoughts about the symbol. Listen up, me.
Okay. More of those, more of these. Mom's getting back to us. Nice. Yeah, interesting. Everything else in the mail, probably missing for over. Maybe that's from Daphne. Okay. Scroll that. Someone from here goes missing and they're throwing a gag order on the whole company. It doesn't make sense. Oh, nice. You try to sound. Thomas, we all speak corporate. You should be doing something to help, not this. They're treating it like an inconvenience. Absolute trash. Hmm. Can imagine the chaos you must be going through, the upper management. Not so much for a promotion. Sorry for the morning angst, guys. I'm just appalled none of this is right. Lol, it's fine. Everything's fine. And everyone freaking out at work. Okay, totally normal. Jesus is always like that here. All here. This was supposed to be part of the chain, but don't panic. I won't spread this to anyone unless you want me to tell Pam. The news about Jeff is rough. I'm equally disappointed and enraged. Wish there was something more I can offer. I'm not good with words now. Flowers for Jeff's family is a good call. If you want, I know someone who could help. Say the word and it's done. Okay, interesting. Fixer's getting involved. Then he must be. She's got a few other people. Think we do a group walk, carpool. Oh, Paul, you're getting your nose in too many things. Believe in you. I'm sorry to think that you lost it. Only was save one. Listen to yourself. Do this. Walk out with the prototype. You'll never see it again. Not the prototype. Paul, you've missing over weeks. This episode's gone long enough. To your point, where are you? Ooh, so Paul's been missing for a while, and they're catching on finally. Trying to reach you, Thomas. Sorry, I've been busy. More important than the work you're doing here. Talk to me, Paul. Don't go disappearing like Jeff. Mira's been cornered. It's all hands on deck. I need you around. How about the arrangement where you go clean? Who is this? Paul's missing. Care to comment? You're gonna do anything. Again, they really just like offering up that Jeff is like also missing and probably dead. They just kind of let that one be. You don't remember. Let's just get to the end here with the grabby hands. And spirited. Mira can't take any bad press right now. I'll answer other questions if you agree to keep this private. Tell me more about the video. Jeff was in charge of a big project, had a lot to move on his shoulders, more than Paul could at least focus. He requested overtime. I said no. I negotiated the project timeline instead. Contrary to belief, I'm not that cruel. Clearly breached that. When I found out, he came into arrangement and shifted his hours. What was he working on? An algorithm to increase content shares on our platform. Great, so I asked for more can be done. He worked magic. The results were instantaneous. Look, I fully cooperated with the police on Jeff's disappearance. What more do you want? What was the fallout? We had disagreements before, all business. Before his emergency, he warned me to shut down the social media plugins on outlets for safety, cited some security breach. Of course, I refused. Paul panicked, even threatened me. That was the last time we spoke. I don't know. He didn't explain, though. I'm sure he knew the answer. He said I was spreading something like a virus. What was the spirit? To be safe, we did full security sweep and everything came back green. Look, I built this company from nothing. Paul is one of our greatest assets, and I granted him a lot of leeway. But this, any more than good faith. Miro Tech is my life's work. I wish I didn't have to ask every question. Shout out. That's one thing we don't have the answer for. Night Crew never saw anyone in the office except for Jeff. Whoever it is, they knew our blind spots. If you're gullible, if you're the gullible sort, most people in town, they tell you it's a ghost. Hope you're smarter than that. Is there a connection between Paul and Jeff? All I know is Jeff improved our sharing algorithm and Paul wanted to stop it. Maybe there is one internal competition I should have paid more attention to. What's done is done, they're both gone. Dead. Always wanted them to be dead. Believe it or not, it is a critical pillar of this town's development. What will you do to save it? The shadow in the video, apparently that wasn't, this is the first time I spotted it. It's not natural. Someone can identify what it is exactly. Showed him a little. I like how we went from like immediately saying there's not a ghost to going into the ghost and just like fully believing it, having a mystic lined up. Send me on the chase. Let me find the goose. Give me the goose. My team found this video when I asked them to scrub Paul's work machine. It's a means of contacting your mystic from the chatter of our servers. They'll have your answers. I'm okay to give you those details. Yep. Quick scan here. Mistress of the Night ad. Let's go. Very tranquil. Seek me out. Nice. Okay. Thomas is bailed. Wait. Why did that conversation jump down? That's weird. Wait, actually, why did that conversation go so much lower? It's from like this is out of sync now. That's weird. Okay. New recordings? Oh. Phone contact unlocked, new chats. Morgan, shit. Who are these people? Ah, receptionist. Right. We ruined this person's life. That's fair. Locked. Well. I think we screwed up with Morgan. This was my first time I know to cover my tracks. So I think I touched with her computer. Since there's no issues since their login credentials were intact, there wasn't much of a covert operation. A tablet baby could pull it off. What the hell is a tablet baby? Satisfied with the report. She said we ruined her life. Are you sure you were careful? Text I got stressed otherwise. I believe we got Brooke. We came what we got for her, and I'm good with that. Might not be as serious as she makes it out to be. Don't let this one inconvenience stop you. I hate this. The story takes precedent over everything. I made that clear from the start. Just like tell her she's going to fail. You're clear with your aspiration, not the people you deceive. All drawn to trust you. This was supposed to be simple. Damn it. Okay. Made your point. I'll at least confirm what happened with Morgan. We'll cross bridge when we get to it. Let's get on Thomas. How'd the talk go? Dedication. Working man. Yup. Protect his company, his legacy. What to take it back to get back to me? How cooperative was he? What'd you find out? Jeff's fate might be tied to his work. Paul wanted to shut Alice down. Yeah. How brave of him. Suppose we knew that thing was been using the app. How did Paul want it removed? Someone with the skill to execute a hack on the app. So someone like Paul, that's the theory. Jeff's fate might be tied to the work. But the hiding was Jeff in danger. Jeff's working about promoting content, or Jeff knew he was struggling. Thomas encouraged it. I don't know if that's true. He's controlling what people see when they log on. Scheming Weasel, him and the council, they want to control public perceptions, suppress negative reactions, and rewrite this town literally. This is what they kept everything secret, or everything related to Jeff a secret. Okay, we got more on Paul, Jeff, and Alice. What about the Shadow? Sharing too much info. This is a sad attempt. Leave Thomas's lead on it. Videos floating around Atlas in secret circles. Do I Paul and Shall? No, it's not. Let's meet a seer. Interesting. Still need some time. More time at Mirror. She's still there. Find this mistress. Find your mistress. See Paul's mentioned on his map. Don't forget to talk about Morgan. Yeah, don't forget to check on Morgan. We feel bad about her. Don't ruin their life. Attach the mistress video to location on Atlas. Gotcha. Um, so I'm finding it interesting when we get new contacts, and I'm just like, can I just call anybody? Like, it's call Morgan. Like, won't work, right? Yeah, I don't think we can call anybody. Like, oh. Unfortunate. I mean, it's like the only other spot I have. Is this just gonna work? Oh, okay. Seer Antiques, nice. This collection of night and of the past, refusal to fade away. Hmm. Closing down sale April 1st to 24th. Our fate is sealed. Seer Antiques Antiquities, my bad, will cease operations by the end of April. Please come and visit us one last time. For our upcoming sale, thank you, Stonecreek. You've been kind. Why is here moving out? Great, you told my girlfriend about this week's move here. Got the old core. The rent transcends our profits. Chin up, our spirit remains. We will return in the future. Thanks. We're getting a lurid, getting a box store. Hell yeah. Hmm. Nothing really else here, I guess. Okay, so far it's pretty quiet. What else can we do here? Like, hmm. There's just some sort of like context clue. No, nothing like moves. Hmm. Okay. Cool. Leave that be for now. Dang. Yeah. Oh, we got more media. What was that? Oh, just the library. Looking at cable car run. Oh, at the top of the rack. On top of the rack. Marbella. General views of Costa del Sol near Tangier. Interesting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Have these before? Nothing new in the Jeff files. Okay. I'm gonna change my background at some point. Is there anything in here that gave us like a clue of what to do in the Seer website? Fortune teller, that'd be useful too. Really highlight it, decide what to lead with. First experience. Anything else in my chat? Or let's just go back to that website, I guess. Dang it. Okay, so our current goal. Shroud the beacons. Shroud the beacons of Stonecreek at night. What the hell does that mean? Um okay. Shroud the beacons of Stonecreek in night. A beacon house or something. Lighthouse maybe? Like the comical light. Amazing. Responsible to guide souls of Stone Creek. Alright. Anything else there? Nothing in unlock mode. Can't go to the lighthouse. So what else do we have? The antiques. I think there's something else like all the way at the bottom maybe. Ah. Scan this for anything sus. Gotcha. Huh. Looted user though. Huh. I'm a slight bit of a loss here.
The case of the strange symbols audio. The case of the strange symbol. Some initial thoughts about the symbol. Listen at me. Strange symbols audio.
Yeah, it was just the one that was left over. Uh, Warehouse over there, Richardson. Stone Creek Library, Historical Society. I think that's an unlock mode. So I think there's gotta be something that we're missing here. Yeah, like the lighthouse isn't even an option anywhere. So we're going to assume that that's not key for us right now. Okay, it's brand new. People at the park. Relation free bench. There's a lot of more 5e posts here. Nothing super technical to what we're after. I would assume there'd be some sort of relation to the night house or the lighthouse, but oops, I mistyped that. It's an atlas. Bolton. Okay. Oh, Weber.net. The Bolton.web, yeah. Hmm. Maybe not. Find a way to turn day into night on the mission's website. Shroud the beacons of Stonecreek in night. What am I missing? I feel like I was in the middle of doing a puzzle and I got confused. About these beacons of oh, that's let these beacons snuff out the light. The lighthouse, school, the house. Okay. Okay. I guess it's the three separate ones on the map as well. Amazing. I see. I see. It's the light I was making fun of earlier is actually it's actually very important. Amazing. Well, I feel dumb. Good. Good, good, good. Reveal the truth. Okay, we got the mistress's phone number. Amazing. Actually strong. Oh god, leave me alone.
Rook, I got a tip from the sheriff's department about Morgan. They're going through with the arrest. She's in a tight spot. Look, it was a bad call and we're almost at the end of it, okay? You don't have to do this any longer.
That's not great. Not great. Okay. Ruining person's life. God, Karen found us. Well, you're a spiritualist. I don't like that term. Mistress of the Night. I would more accurately describe myself as an advisor, a comforting force, a friend to those who seek benevolent guidance. However you choose to see me, I am Karen. Whether you seek answers from the stars or resolve from your fate, I will soothe you on your journey. We speak plainly, I don't believe in fate. What is it you believe in? Oh, I assure you that I am. I may be extravagant in my delivery, but that's no effect on my sincerity. It's only a business pitch, or I act as soon as when it's convenient, so please state your purpose, child. I need your advice on this. And here's a murder video. My word, I've heard murmurs of the shadow. Till now, I've not witnessed it with such clarity. Could you be Ruby? Yeah. I have an acquaintance, Paul. He told me that the next person to submit proof of his existence would be sent by him. How do you know Paul? 51, isn't he? Bless him. Oh, Paul's warm soul, but his resolve needs stealing. My readings have been useful to reassure him on his past. Sometimes he seeks my source of knowledge and perspective. You're absolutely sure that this footage is unaltered. What became of this man? Can't be kind. Yeah, what is happening to the video? You tell me, Seer. An unwilling transformation, he's made into the host for that parasite. Like an insect under the grasp of a wasp, it needs him. In the state, he is a thrall, replicating and infecting his disease. He vanished, something took him. Yeah, thrall. I believe the word claim would be the accurate word. The moment he gazed upon that symbol, there he was. He was conscripted. The man didn't vanish. He was consumed, killed. I mean, we've all been looking at the symbol. I feel like it's been too late for all of us. The person was ruined. From the frayed remnants crawled this trespasser. This man is a manifestation of fault, pain, and a patient rage. Simulacrum, to serve as a vessel to teach us penance. Amy, this is not your memory. Let me, Amy. She's one who town cast for stone. Amy was its victim. She was the artist whose interpretation of legends invoked kinship of many. It was quite popular then. Even the Celts sought to work with her. But when she was just a pawn for their own agenda, her work under them made a mockery of the town. Many felt betrayed. There was a lot of pushback. In the end, she was the one who lost. No one heard from her since. All because of art. You work with them. Can't you locate her? Yeah. Want to unite the town? What better way to do that than art? Amy thought it would be worth trying to build Stonecreek's image in unison where she past and future could coexist. You know, this town had had a bad reputation of being cursed. That's never true until Amy. She willed it. Alright. Oh, stop sending me things. Too much conversation here.
Rook, I have more info on Morgan. Rumor has it that Myra Tech has become a target of corporate espionage, and they're pinning it on her.
Ooh.
When the story comes up, this will all clear up. I'm pretty sure they'll all read it, and the story won't fix this. What I'm trying to say is...
He's dead now.
You were right. We're almost at the end of it, okay?
It's like her sign off.
You
She
don't have
says
to
it
put
every
up with me
time.
any longer.
Why am I doing it now? Like, thanks. Oh, I'm gonna stop this. I kind of want to look at the website first. Shift on the practice of witchcraft in Stonecreek. To continue spirit from ash, should mortal trials provide arduous behaste the realms of guidance, imbue thine image, thy flesh, in thy blood, bestow to thee an icon of greater power. Miracles are birthed from this communion. Asunder, one spirit meets spirit, the ritual. That's nope. Pennyroyal, orris root, lemon balm, and mirror. Combine the ingredients and set them aflame. Recite thy purpose as it burns to ash. To this, pour in moon water and drop in drops of thy blood, continuing reciting until the mixture forms a liquid. Chant thy name to the spirit and use a solution to draw the image in which it can bound itself. The eye. When complete, let's do that. When complete, invoke spirit once more and say the words, I am you and you are I. Amazing. Swear to God. If it hasn't, okay, good. I was gonna say, if I had to like read that script, it's very awkward to read that typeface. Yeah. Gotta draw the eye at some point. That's cool. What's up, bro? Anyway. Back to the serious game. Contract the mistress. Alright. More media. Something new? Oh. Is that new? Yeah, it's new. What's going on here? Oh, it's just in a coma. Oh, is it moving on the wall as well? Is it just like the heat vision happening? Oh, oh, there it is. There they are. Everywhere. Alright. Night terrors. Sleeping fully clothed. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we've seen the symbol a little too much for our own good at this point. Seems like it's gonna come back and haunt us, but what can we say? Tell me how to stop this. You cannot. It has already lost its soul, next it will lose its people. Reaction upon reaction. Beat this, you need an end. Amy is the key to this. What do you mean key? How do we find more on Amy? Paul mentioned something about her police files being transferred somewhere. Undoubtedly, someplace only he knows. Unless Paul pops up again or you search his house, I'm afraid our journey ends here, for the time being. I don't know if you really have been a great help. Can I have a reading? Yeah, give me a reading. Can I trust Ruby? No. Just a flat no. High Priestess. High Priestess, Temperance, Queen of Cups. Enigmatic and unpredictable. If you entrust in each other, you will not fail. Hopefully, this has been insightful of what is to come. I will not keep you any longer. Stars and spirits guide you. Yeah. Man.
Rook, I have more info on Morgan.
Oh. Promising leads. Real speaking to psychic spiritualist lady actually panned out. I don't know how much I can trust the information with her bias, but I'll bite. Tell me the stars or spirits or whatever you tell you something good. Start to explain, but Jeff's dead. Figure the video isn't human. Jeff's dead. Just go with that. Paul's video was the last time he was seen alive. I was like, that's all. He's off offline. I think that pulled Jeff. It had him in the office. Why wait? Why him? Karen said it was using Jeff to inflict his disease. His disease or like their. Jeff was engaged at the moment he saw the symbol. But we've all seen the symbol. No, it is. It's all random. That means that everyone who encounters in danger too. Hate to say it, but that puts us on the list. We are very dead. We lead Amy, the artist who worked on the council. Sounds familiar. Partnership caused a lot of controversy. It's blindsided everyone because of how pro Stonecreek she was after, well, you don't get to work with the council unless you're getting something in return, but that's old news. How is this relevant? Amy's also missing. Fuck. She is. Was there reports mentioning her? Rook! Amy could be one of the first people missing in the timeline tracks. Karen said Paul had files on Amy at home. Whoa, that could only mean one thing. Paul's got his conspiracy board up. It'll be worth looking at what he's collected on her. Don't worry, Rook. Paul's house shouldn't be a problem. Okay, yeah, this is solid. Figure isn't human. That's a summoning spell. Where did you get this witchcraft? Try to keep an open mind, but my imagination has its limits. Fair. Some kind of monster is to blame for all the missing people. Not just any monster. Weird metal. I call this Simulacra. It's the name, which really should go with it. Don't be so dismissive. Let's go with that. For the namesake. It's gotta be important, right? Just score details on spookiness. Stonecreek is ruled on superstition. Tragedy strikes, people point to the Beldam's curse, they accept it, move on, everything stays the same. Look where it's gotten us. There's no justice in that, no real action or resolution. I'm sick of it. Sorry, Rook. If there's a monster, Stonecreek made it up. I think Karen was telling the truth. Where's your head at? It matches up with the evidence. Yeah. Supernatural evidence. Do you? There's two out there. Here's weird stuff, infected symbols and monsters. It's all supernatural. Also, Karen, a lengthy apology. Let's keep it to peripheral until we get more evidence. All roads lead to Amy. Can you guess where I am now? Like all of these, like got arrested. Like they let you keep your phone. See you later. What I'm about to tell you. What? Uh. Oh no. Let's just say she can be able to open our computer under folder, work email. Just kind of feel like she's going too far at this point. Oh god, that house. That rendering. Modest house is in a peaceful neighborhood for anyone looking to call Stonecreek. Oh. Hmm. The old unlock mode yet? No? Okay. Ooh.
I've been studying the story of the Beldam for many years, and I never thought I'd ever need to look into how to stop her. In light of recent events, I've been diving deeper into her origins, hoping to find some sort of weakness. I've been scouring Atlas's social media for any leads, and something caught my attention. There are small mentions here and there about what is known to be the true Beldam. What is the true Beldam?
We may never
Is the
know.
current narrative about her wrong? I need to find out. I don't have time to trace every
Are there
single
many
source.
Beldams?
I need to pick carefully.
Good chat, Paul. Good chat. It's covered in eyes. It's covered in symbols. It's called a window, Ruby. It's called a window. Assuming we're gonna break in here. You are gonna hack it. Okay, we gotta control it on the phone. If you thought he wouldn't make it home after this, just thinking about it, I said you would ask earlier. Hopefully Atlas syncs up. Like, oh cool, there's that new app we need right away. Amazing. Ulster's trying to not especially look like a triangle-shaped house. Amazing. Let's see. Vanguard app. Let's go. Easy peasy. Ooh, okay. That's neat. Oh, I don't know how I feel, but this is weird. I feel like I'm gonna kill somebody. It's gonna go well for me. Okay, stay out of there. Okay. Where? What? Balcony? Ouch. Man, Paul's living the dream. I wish I had a 3-floor home. Why is the attic on the 2nd floor when there's a 3rd floor? Really makes sense, or is that just me? Paul's weird murder room. Yeah. Actually do anything in here? Like, hold on. The chat saying. Do a video call. It's gonna get spooky, isn't it? Oh. Sorry, Ruby.
Hello? Are you seeing this? Ugh, damn reception.
20,
So
23?
this
Really?
is where Paul lives, eh?
Fancy.
Ugh, this place gives me the creeps.
Hello?
Is that a camera?
Yeah, we have the app. We already know.
That's Paul, all right. Always worrying that someone is out to get him. Must be what controls the security system. I better not mess with this. Don't want to trigger any alarms.
It's like a fake illusion of actually having a choice here.
Looks like it. Let's check it out. I
Oh,
guess
this
no one's
video.
around to clean this up.
He's dead, Ruby. He's dead.
At least I know where to pee if I need to.
Amazing. It's Paul!
Nothing out of the ordinary here. Oh,
Oh, just a noose.
don't even think about it.
Oh no. Cutting on the video is a little bit awkward. I'll say that.
I think this is one of those smart appliances where you control with your phone. I think I saw this on the TV too. I wonder if it's all
see.
connected.
I like the idea here though. This is kind of a neat little mechanic.
I can't shake the feeling someone's watching me. I mean, someone other than you.
I mean,
Heading up. So steep. Who the hell built this place?
the stairs are terrifying. Like, it's the see-through on them. I would drive me nuts.
Here we are.
Would drive me nuts.
Oh. Paul?
Oh, that's not a
I
good
don't
feeling.
think so.
No, go, no,
Hello?
no.
Paul, if you're here, I swear to God.
Oh,
Working where you sleep, huh? Well, I'm guilty of that sometimes.
I think I should have gone for the mattress. Like someone behind the frickin'
What's
thing.
this?
Bruno. It always comes back
This
to
is the
Bruno.
symbol. Did you draw these? Why?
Pick behind the frickin' curtain. Something fell down the stairs. There's a curtain there.
Perks of working in a tech company. Using their home security system for free. He must be scared. He rarely puts his faith in technology. Yeah, let's check that out.
I don't like this. She's kind of forgot about the thing falling.
This must be the balcony.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
So much for security.
What?
It must be my imagination.
It's the wolf frog bubbling combination, of course.
Seriously, who built this place?
She closed that door, just leave it open.
Jackpot.
Ah.
Somebody's been doing their homework.
I feel like we could have saw a lot of this just from like the phone without her going in.
Finally, something I can work with.
Okay, so from Amy to... No, it's not Amy.
Ah, what do we have here?
The Dell.
Ooh, okay, maybe I should come back to this later. Huh. You think the truth is hidden here?
See that though.
I'm
Not a
taking
good
this. Looks important. He's been tracking all the cases. Who is
one.
this?
See.
Is she the whole reason for this whole mess?
First we're talking
I
about?
think I know who this is. Let me get back to you on that.
Good. Certainly is a conspiracy board.
What is that sound?
Oh no.
What's going on?
I don't like this either.
Shit. No, 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 no. I heard something in the balcony. I think he's trying to... Hello? Hello? Fuck.
Huh. Oh, it's a child's drawing. Amazing. View only on this one camera. I see. Okay. What else we got here? Oh, we got some more videos of Jeff. Okay. Get back to the app. Oh. Oh no, I got full control again. Oh shit. Can we get to balcony? Oh, still there. So I kind of like that. It still looks like the awkward face of a child in the attic. We see Ruby. Okay, should she be in here? Oh yeah, we're doing a phone game. Still doing a phone game. Third floor is the study. Okay, there's Ruby. Okay. Gotta do. Here. Where's the Beldam come in? Whoop, the creeping shadow, or am I just visioning this? Maybe. So get out of here! Go on, get! Alright. Nice wind effects going on there. Cool. Maybe for a bit. So if the Beldam's like a physical being, this is where I'm getting hung up on. Like, it kind of feels like the Beldam's supposed to be like the spiritual thing, not like a physical manifestation of like whatever's going on in this town. A little weird. Yes. Floor. Yes. Yes. Mail. Back to Vanguard. Hello. Oh. Spooky face. See the eye? See in the eye. Right. Okay, I can't help Ruby. I'm just kind of stuck watching this. Can't switch cameras, can't do anything here. That's not great. Oops. What works? Yeah, it can be blurred into rooms. How else could we blur it? I see. It's kind of cool. Find a safe path through the build different locations. Won't get caught. I'll get you out of there. I wouldn't trust me. Oh. All the moves. It'll feel the signal here. Yeah, we're not going to send her off the balcony because I feel like that's going to end up with her dead. I don't think that's a good choice. Yep. Okay. That's in the bedroom. We need to get across here. How do we go do this? Go to kitchen. To storage room? No, not. Okay. Can't do the storage room. In the lounge to interact with either. I'm hoping this is just like a trial level, so we like get used to this. Wait, why am I view only? Okay, there we go. I think that's all we can do, to be honest. Think. Oh god, I can't change the camera anymore. We're stuck just watching this. Hopefully we didn't kill her. A little concerned that we may have killed her. Uh... Oh shit. Oh no. I thought I did. I didn't realize you had to run through there. Um. Uh. Wait, just go to the door. You're like right at the door now. So wait, there's no other smart home like appliances though. What the hell is I supposed to do to like not have that happen? Um. study. But there's supposed to be other appliances. Just went like a state. Hands around me, cold and sharp. It was like loving it away, gentle, but started digging. Don't want to talk about it. I won't let it in my head. I'm in the clear now. Whoops. God damn it. I have to go through the balcony, don't I? Did we find some rope? We know the manual is probably more useful, but see. Okay. So how do I actually clear this thing if I can't move it without the paths? So between all the different floors, like there's an option to get. Okay, so the first one it's Paul's attic, so I think we actually have to fuck. I think we have to actually take the balcony route. I don't think, cause we can get the Beldam to go up to the attic and hide in there. Okay, let's just do that. This is a really bad choice. It's gonna go bad. Come on. Yeah, we got it. Come on. How delayed is this camera? Kitchen? Yep, I hate mannequins too. Need my employee the balcony scale down. Seems very dangerous. Yeah, you go. You go. Start flirting. Let's go. Okay, so she's hiding in the storage room. In storage. Third floor should still have the. Oh, not. Oh, you tried to trick me. In the lounge. Back to the living room. There's nothing I can functionally turn on in here. You can't go to the kitchen because it will find me. Go to the attic, I guess. I don't know. I feel like this is a bad idea. Alright. Sure. I think I screwed this up. I'm pretty sure she's dead. Ruby? Oh no. I don't know if it's like this rope's gonna hold her. Like twine. Oh, she's not dead. Amazing. Uh. Uh. Gonna spin this back on you. Screw you, Ruby. Pop the story will do you is any good. You and Paul have showed me that much. Hold on to that heart of yours, Rook. Is Ruby dead? Is this not Ruby? You're just starting to think about your supportive story. We're almost at the end. Probably not. I feel like we're at the midpoint at most. Look at the house. There's the 6th satisfaction. I can feel those people you took. Trophies. Keep gendering the beldam. It's weird because they've hid like. I don't assume he can survive this. Beldam's getting stronger. She's scared. That's why she's attacked. What is she planning? Yeah, the advantages of centuries, or maybe her victims if she's drawing power for her. Speculation could get us so far. Truth. Okay, scan this photo. Give me the source. A mural artist. Paul thinks she's the source of the beldam. Okay. And the truth. Amazing. Love me to find out you're on the photo. Dang it. Amy, Paul had her up on an evidence wall if you remember. Shame if we were ambushed. Or I found a connection to this. Tell me once that she stores a digital copy of all physical evidence. Info on Amy could be on his phone. I haven't found anything that mentions her. Sure. Meantime, we're gonna play CD. See you later. Alright, so we're gonna investigate Amy. I think we'll come back to this. We're gonna switch over.